talking
Andre
about, y'all. Like, they so dumb, bro. Like, ain't this stuff you supposed to have figured out before you even go on the mission, bro? Before you even slide? Like, don't they say never bring your phone? Ain't that like one of the #1 rules? And I ain't even in the streets. Ain't that like one of the #1 rules? Don't bring your phone. Don't text. Don't never put nothing in black and white. Ain't that what they say? Or am I tripping? Is that not what they say? My fault. But what it do, YouTube? It's Ty Fetty with the Fetty. Back at y'all with another video, man. Y'all know why we here. To handle business. But before we handle business, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, bro. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to say it one more. Matter of fact, like, comment, subscribe. Before I got to beat you up, man. And do not forget to smash that post notification bell. So y'all know when Ty Fetty dropped the latest banger for y'all, man. The Michigan rapper who filmed a music video at a murder scene. I don't know what buddy name is. I don't know what type of music he make. But one of y'all send me the video. Y'all know, as y'all always know, send me video links on Instagram and I'm going to do them. Period, point blank. My Instagram is at the top, TyFetty_. You got a video recommendation? Send it to me. We going to tap in. Let's get it.
Some bread in my pocket. Yep. Still got here. What? I asked my homie right here to wash his car for me.
You up here washing cars, man. That's just for nothing. Just because you got the hustle in you and you keep the hustle in you like that, you're going to get a lot of money later on down the line.
Shit about a female. Y'all know what about. You know what you did. Tell them what you did. I can't tell them what you did.
Cliff Mack, a Flint-based rapper who refers to himself as the King of Flint, arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit murder.
Oh my God.
Federal agents say Cliff Mack, whose legal name is Clifton Terry III, hired a man to murder a Sterling Heights woman in November 2020, agreeing to pay him $10,000. The actual crime all caught on surveillance video.
Hey, bro, y'all want to know what's crazy, though? If that's the video, if this right here is the video of him and his little case, on my mother, I seen this on Instagram before. No cap. Not knowing nothing about it. Before I even thought about doing YouTube, I seen this joint. I remember it. And shorty flushed that Range Rover. No cap. I remember this.
Despite firing 7 to 8 rounds, the hitman failed and the victim survived. His name is Andre Sims, indicted in March of 2020 on the murder-for-hire plot. He's also serving time for an unrelated murder case in Grand Rapids.
You Google their name, it's gonna pop up who they told on. You Google my name, it's gonna pop up who I wrote on.
Trying to kill me. Shit, that I was with. It was somebody I was with and he called me out the blue. And it's crazy because I had just got a new bitch at 9 the day before this happened.
The rapper from Flint, to be addressed in this video, currently faces allegations related to 4 shootings within the past year. Notably, 3 of these incidents occurred in close temporal proximity, tragically resulting in the loss of 2 lives, individuals whose memory we will later honor in this narrative. In addition to these serious charges, within the past 24 hours, during the second week of October 2023, this individual, known as Cliff Mack, has been formally indicted on drug-related charges by the authorities.
Hey, this is a new channel we reacting off of, and I'm rocking with them. It give you like a mysterious FBI feel. It feel like somebody from the FBI reading this to you. Like, he's talking about, his name is Cliff Mack. Damn! Let's go, Rap Reset. Shout out to you, man.
To categorize him as a significant concern to society. Remarkably, it was uncovered that this Flint rapper, who has adopted the moniker the King of Flint, has embedded subtle messages and connections in one of his music videos. Astonishingly, this video was filmed at the very same location where he was reportedly involved in 2 fatal incidents at a gas station. Not only does he face 1 homicide charge, but he is also presently embroiled in a drug investigation. If convicted on all of these charges, considering his age of 31, it is highly unlikely that he will ever regain his freedom. This is the story about Cliff Mack, the Michigan rapper who filmed a music video at a murder scene.
I got a big voice in this city. I want to use my power to let the young dudes know, like, listen, you're going to end up dead in jail in the streets. Stay in school, you feel me?
ABC 12 was there in 2017 when Cliff Mack was spreading cheer, handing out money to help people in need. A good guy who cared about the community.
Letting them know none of this stuff mean anything without giving back to the people.
Allow us to introduce Cliff Mack Terry, also recognized as Cliff Mack, hailing from Flint, Michigan. In 2017, he gained recognition when a local news report showcased him holding a sign that emphasized his lack of homelessness. He proudly affirmed his ownership of vehicles, a residence, and an impending addition to his family. His intentions were rooted in benevolence, asserting that he offered assistance due to his identity as a person of color. Subsequently, he engaged in community outreach by providing financial support and granting interviews to the local news outlet. Regrettably, as the years passed, allegations arose, suggesting that Cliff Mack's actions in the community were marred by a duality of both positive and negative influences. This transformation occurred after his initial interview with the local news station. It is imperative to recognize that Cliff Mack is also a rapper with an extensive body of work. In each of his music videos, he proudly adopted the title, The King of Flint. Later in this documentary, we will feature a segment of his music, highlighting a correlation to one of the incidents for which he would eventually face legal charges. Specifically, this incident resulted in the tragic loss of 2 lives at a local gas station. Outside of his musical endeavors, Cliff Mack gained notoriety when...
If you're from Flint, y'all, this is on my mind and I ain't want to forget it. If you're from Flint, let me know in the comments. How far is Flint from Detroit? Feel me? You know, a lot of people be from Flint. I think Rio from Flint. I think Peasy from Flint. You know, Kyle Kuzma from Flint. The list goes on. Flint lit. You know, there's a lot of people from Flint, Michigan. But I never put the 2 and 2 together. I thought Flint was, like, far. Feel me? I didn't know Flint was close. From the looks of it, Flint is close. They sound the same. They dress the same. They look the same. Let me know how far Flint is, y'all.
When he provided a substantial sum of $10,000 to an individual named Andre Sims in 2021, with the alleged intent of orchestrating a violent act against a female acquaintance. However, the intended act failed, transpiring in broad daylight.
I remember this video.
The video is shocking. The act, horrific. That's a young woman in her SUV in Sterling Heights in November of 2020. The feds say lying in wait, Andre Sims, who the feds say agreed to be paid cash to murder the woman. That's the victim's traumatized mother watching, screaming, as this murder for hire nearly kills her daughter. She somehow survives. Sims taking money to kill someone. Who was behind the plot?
You Google my name, it's gonna pop up who I wrote on.
Today, federal prosecutors charged this man, Clifton Terry III. But as you can see, he's a rap artist. He's out of Flint. He's well known as Cliff Mack.
Although the incident itself unfolded in the first week of November in 2020, Cliff Mack's arrest did not occur until 2021. Here is an in-depth analysis of the details encompassed within the indictment and how the attempted murder that Cliff Mack solicited failed. This incident unfolded in November 2020 at 6:21 a.m. when Andre Sims rented a 2019 Dodge Ram 2500 pickup truck from the Hearst Rental Company at the Detroit Metro Airport at 6:10 p.m., nearly 12 hours later. The Cliff then sent a text message to Andre instructing him to travel to Flint that day. Andre promptly responded, expressing his intention to make his way to Flint. At 6:20 p.m., Andre sent a text message to an unnamed individual asking for a ride to Flint, offering to cover the expenses and provide monetary compensation. He conveyed that if he reached Flint, he would return with 10 bags, prompting Andre to subsequently delete the message after reading it. At 8:30 p.m., Cliff Mack inquired about Andre's anticipated arrival time via text message. At 10:07 p.m., Andre responded, indicating he was approximately an hour away. At 11 p.m., Andre arrived in Flint and called Cliff, who reached out to him about 15 minutes later. At 11:18 p.m., Cliff's cell phone connected with cell towers in Flint, while also making a call to an individual registered as the owner of a 2006 Chevrolet Colorado pickup truck. On the following day, November 28, 2020, at 12:08 a.m., Andre's cell phone registered with a cell tower located approximately 3 miles from the victim's address in Sterling Heights. At 12:11 a.m. for a second time, his cell phone connected with a cell tower situated about 0.3 miles from the victim's address. At 1:20 a.m., Andre
like, they so dumb, bro. Like, ain't this stuff you supposed to have figured out before you even go on the mission, bro? Before you even slide? Like, don't they say never bring your phone? Ain't that like one of the #1 rules? And I ain't even in the streets. Ain't that like one of the #1 rules? Don't bring your phone. Well, don't text. Don't never put nothing in black and white. Ain't that what they say? Or am I tripping? Is that not what they say? My fault. But I stamped. That's what they say. Like, what are you doing?
The victim's address in the navigation app on his phone, implying that he had arrived at the scene and was familiarizing himself with her address. Around 2:34 a.m., Andre texted an individual with an address a few hundred feet away from the victim's residence, and at 2:59 a.m., that individual reciprocated by sending their address in Detroit. At 3:02 a.m., Andre informed this individual that he was en route. At 3:50 a.m., Cliff attacked Andre at the Sterling Landing apartment complex, a location previously planned as a meeting point. Officials reported that during the early morning of November 28th, the Cliff remained at the Sterling Landing apartment complex for several hours. At 4:38 a.m., Andre stored directions from the Detroit address to the victim's address on his phone, which raised questions regarding their activities. This was the same day of the attempted murder. At 5:05 a.m., Andre drove the Chevrolet Colorado pickup truck to the victim's house, positioning it across the street from her door. At 11:18 a.m., the victim exited her residence and entered an SUV parked outside, which Andre subsequently approached and fired 8 shots at, striking the woman approximately 3 times.
Dang.
At 11:19 a.m., immediately after the shooting, Sam drove the pickup truck to the Sterling Landing apartment complex, where he and Cliff Mack had arranged to meet. At 11:31 a.m., Andre parked the pickup truck at a parking space by Building 9 in the complex.
Then the woman's home, where he allegedly waited for her to go to work,
bro. That's crazy.
locked her car, and then unloaded.
7 to 8 rounds right into the side of the car. And it's a miracle that the person did not die, sustained some injuries. She survived.
At 11:34 a.m., Andre sent Cliff a text message detailing his exact location. At 11:40 a.m., they talk, and at 11:47 a.m., Cliff pulls up to the apartment complex in the Dodge Ram, picking up Andre while leaving the Chevrolet Colorado at the complex. At 2:26 p.m., Andre purchased a one-way bus ticket on Indian Trails Greyhound, destined from Detroit to Grand Rapids. At 8:02 p.m., the Cliff returned the Dodge Ram to the Hirsch Rental Company at the airport. However, the payment arrangement with Andre did not unfold as planned. The next day, on November 29, 2020, Andre took an Indian Trails Greyhound bus from Detroit to Grand Rapids. About 3 days later, on December 1, 2020, at 3:13 p.m., he received a text message from an individual, which contained a tweet from a Twitter account named Metro Detroit Crime. This tweet included a link to video footage of the actual shooting. On December 19, 2020, Cliff instructed someone from his ranks to transfer $300 to Andre Sims using the Cash App. This monetary exchange was in acknowledgement of Andre's attempt to harm the Sterling Heights woman, as per official reports. At 12:04 p.m. on December 21st, Sims sent a text message to the co-conspirator, confirming the receipt of the $300, as reported by the authorities. Believe it or not, Andre Sims attempted to take an innocent life. He failed to do it, and for this attempt, he was given $300. This is the harsh reality that we live in.
Shawty real life failed. He did all that for $300. Shawty, y'all know what it's like? A pair of shoes is $300. My jeans cost more than $300. Like, that $300 might last them a couple days. Like, is it worth it? No, it ain't worth it. No, I'm not even leaving y'all to answer. It ain't worth it, bruh. $300, bruh. And this is where my mind be at, right? Say Buddy did pull it off, and God forbid the girl passed away, right? I don't got Cliff giving him 10 bands, bruh. Like, do y'all know how common it is for somebody just to run off, bruh? Like, now you just did that for free. That's just where my mind be at, bro. Like, I would never, you can't come offer me no bread. Especially this, say you gonna pay me after the fact. Boy, why? So I could do it and you go get on a flight somewhere and I never see you again? You crazy. You're crazy. Now I'm about to get booked. Man.
Authorities say that man traveled from Grand Rapids to here in Sterling Heights for that hit. He expected to make several $1,000s, but ended up with a fraction of that, because the woman investigators say he was supposed to kill survived.
Cliff Mack was arrested shortly after the plot was uncovered by the authorities.
But today, federal prosecutors brought charges based on part of evidence from 2 cell phones. Sean Lay is live with the new developments. And Sean, one of the men charged is a familiar name to many people.
Cliff Mack, big-time rap artist out of Flint. Big-time Future had a big following as well. Look, this video we're going to show you just a little bit of the shooting. It is so disturbing. Broad daylight shooting, trying to kill a young woman. Look, immediately authorities thought they knew who the gunman was, but they knew more was to it. So a mountain of cell phone evidence, the feds say, led to this man who calls himself the King of Flint, Cliff Mack, very popular rap artist.
As you've just heard in the provided video clip, Cliff Mack was actively involved in the music industry, building what appeared to be a thriving career. He may have believed that he had escaped consequences for his previous attempted act, as he managed to evade arrest for a year and a half. During this time, it seems that he was associated with incidents resulting in the loss of 2 lives, and additionally, there were indications of involvement in drug-related activities according to federal authorities. While Cliff Mack was taken into custody for this matter, he was also indicted for his involvement in 2 separate cases of first-degree murder. These cases originated from incidents that initiated at a local Speedway gas station.
Well, there's 2 Ks with me in this car. Who wanna play now? Damn, this your get back, they killing y'all. They hit about 10 of y'all. You made a diss track? Damn, if I don't leave nothing, I'ma double back looking around like did I leave something? Killed your sister for nothing. Why you ain't bleed nothing? That's up, cause all of a sudden you turn G or something. Never try to push you over. I ain't into that. See, try to push you, then get when you push them back.
Now let's take a closer look at the year and a half during which he remained at large. During this period, he produced a music video, Face the Facts, which was released 2 years ago. This video contained a diss track and has garnered over 150,000 views and continues to accumulate more. In this music video, pay attention to one particular scene. Notably, following this scene, it transitions to an image of an ambulance with Cliff Mack pointing at a picture of an individual on a shirt. Cliff Mack raps,
"Damn, oh, it's a game now? Well, it's 2 Ks with me in this car. Who wanna play now? Damn, this your get back, they killing y'all. They hit about 10 of y'all.
You made a diss track.
Damn, if I don't leave nothing, I'ma double back looking around like did I leave something? Killed your sister for nothing. Why you ain't bleed nothing? Up, cause all of a sudden you turn G or something."
Now, as you know, Cliff Mack has been formally indicted, and it has come to our attention that this indictment pertains to the same location as the Speedway gas station, which is believed to be the site of an incident for which he is allegedly responsible. You may be curious about the targets of his disses, however, it remains uncertain. Comments online suggest that only those from Flint will know who Cliff is really talking to with this line. Only they know who the person who lost their sister is, and didn't seek retaliation for his loss. While he did engage in public disputes with other local rappers, these disputes appeared to be relatively minor in nature. Nevertheless, it's worth noting that he adopted the title, the King of Flint, in a city where numerous talented rappers reside. This self-proclaimed title alone could potentially generate substantial controversy and rivalry in the local music scene. He hints on some of the people during one of his Instagram live recordings. Here he said,
"Since the quarantine, they've been trying to keep people with something to do, and it keeps off their mind by going against each other and just..." Scott Storch went against Manny Fresh. T-Pain and Lil Jon is like my favorite one. But it's like these making this more than what it is. Like, I'm starting to think, yeah, if y'all scared, just say that, bro. Just like, damn, y'all, just say y'all scared. Like, if y'all scared, just be like, look, we can't go up against that arsenal you got, and it's gonna be all right. But we ain't taking this more than what it is. One got to talk about money, finna cry. We're gonna talk about money with me. I'm a retired drug dealer. Y'all see what my hat say? This for real, dog. Nigga, I done retired. Hell of a just went against Michigan Meats. Talk to these people, TC. These taking it, they taking the laugh out there like I don't even want to do it because I ain't got time for that. I get to getting like I ain't even on that. I was gonna do this to stay off the real. I got real beef and real going on. Like I ain't trying to do this beef with the city and yeah, he just feel like we on. I'm for all y'all. I'm just saying y'all catalog can't go up against my catalog. Let's have some friendly competition. But then again, we all cry about who the best and who hot right now, and he ain't the king of Flint. Well, I'll rest my case. I'm a retired drug dealer and I'm the king of Flint, man. God damn, man. They got talking about we all got houses. We all, this is not what it's about, sir. We ain't talking about no houses and no money. I'm saying, listen, I love this music. Y'all love this. 50 Cent was just finna go against Snoop Dogg, man. And then Ja Rule called 50 Cent out. I call y'all favorite Flint rappers out and they like, oh, he think he better. And man, 11 o'clock, let's get it cracking. Cliff Mack versus O and Louie at 11 o'clock. Let's get it cracking. Man, we got 5 judges. What the fuck on and talking all this talking? Why is I'm still back on here talking? Y'all supposed to be sitting on y'all phone like, Then they talking about, we ain't going on Instagram Live. He got more followers than.
Reflecting on the past, it's astounding to think that he was last at liberty during the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. As previously mentioned, while Cliff Mack was incarcerated in August 2022, he faced additional indictments, one of which pertained to the tragic loss of 2 individuals.
That's that Midwest drip. I'm telling y'all, it never fails to pop up in at least one video that I do for y'all a day. This is crazy work. Like, no funny, bro. We haven't worn jeans like this since like 2006, 2005. And this ain't 05 because he wearing True Religion. That's how I be knowing. Feel me? This is bad work. That's what I say when I mean the Midwest and the down south and you can't dress. This is bad work. Y'all probably thought he was fly as hell. Buddy, we haven't worn jeans this baggy since like 2002. No cap. No cap. Like, no cap. That's horrible. Like, look at them joints, bruh. That's horrible.
Consider the following details, as it is quite impactful. During the first week of October in 2020, Burton experienced a pair of fatal shootings, which authorities characterized as calculated incidents. The initial episode unfolded around 3:15 p.m. on a Saturday, October 3rd, 2020, at the Speedway gas station situated near the intersection of Bristol and Center Roads. If one observes closely, a Dodge Durango is discernible in the vicinity. Officers from the Burton Police Department arrived at the scene to find Emilio G. Wilson Jr., a 27-year-old from Flint, lifeless in the driver's seat of the Dodge Durango parked next to a gas pump. Chief Brian Ross of the Burton Police noted that Wilson had sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was tragically pronounced deceased at the scene. We offer our deepest condolences to his family. Simultaneously, another man, a 29-year-old resident of Mount Morris, sustained gunshot injuries at the scene. Unfortunately, his real name has not been disclosed, but he was transported to a local hospital via a privately owned vehicle, and his injuries were fortunately non-life-threatening. The correlation between these events remains unclear. However, within less than 6 hours, another incident transpired. A 30-year-old individual named Lavelle Bergerac Ivy, a resident of Burton, was shot and subsequently succumbed to his injuries outside Ted's Party Store, located at 1160 E. Hemp Hill Road. We extend our deepest condolences to his family and pray for his eternal peace. Officers responded to reports of these shootings shortly before 8:30 p.m. on the same Saturday and discovered Lavelle with multiple gunshot wounds inside a Honda. Regrettably, he was pronounced deceased at the scene. Additionally, it is noteworthy that the vehicle continued to roll after Lavelle was shot and eventually collided with a school building across the street. Furthermore, a 31-year-old man from Flint, whose name remains undisclosed, was also in the same vehicle and was transported to a local hospital due to a gunshot wound. Fortunately, he was expected to recover from his injuries. Law enforcement diligently pursued their investigations at both scenes, which included a review of surveillance footage from nearby businesses. Their work eventually revealed connections between these incidents. Furthermore, there is another tragic loss of life for which Cliff Mack is purportedly responsible. Devereaux Davis. We convey our heartfelt condolences to his family.
For sure. Hello? Anybody home?
On August 17, 2021, Devereaux Davis's life was extinguished at the Eagle Ridge Square Apartments. The circumstances of that day remain vivid, as illustrated in the video.
4 people are charged in the murder of Devereaux Davis at a Flint apartment complex back in August. We told you on August 17th about that murder, which happened just before 5 in the afternoon at the Eagle Ridge apartment complex. That's off of Selby Street, just north of Pearson Road and west of I-475. Well, this week, these 4 were arraigned for their roles in the crime, and Flint police say that Clifton Terry, Andre Vila, and Isaiah Claiborne face first-degree murder charges along with several firearms charges. Megan Confer is charged with delivering and manufacturing narcotics and faces some firearms charges as well. Police are still asking anyone with information about this crime to call them.
To provide clarity, It is crucial to emphasize that during his 16-month period of incarceration, Cliff Mack has been linked to 6 shooting incidents, if not directly involved in them, and has been allegedly connected to the tragic loss of 3 lives in the aftermath. Apart from the recent federal indictment he faced just a few weeks ago, there is a significant development to note. Merely 3 weeks ago, his trial commenced, and a verdict has been reached for at least one of the cases. He now awaits the legal decision regarding this matter. I would like to draw attention to a critical point. A witness testifying on Friday, September 8, 2023, disclosed that Cliff Mack and Andres Vela were implicated in the shooting death of Devereaux Davis within the Eagle Ridge apartment complex on August 17, 2021. The witness relayed details about some of the actions and activities described by Andres. Notably, Andres was one of the 4 individuals who were arrested or indicted, as Cliff was already in prison at that time. All 4 of them have been found guilty, and there was a cooperating witness involved in the case. Currently, they await their sentencing. As for whether the rapper, Cliff Mack, should be classified as the Flint, Michigan's first rapper Serial K, that is a subjective matter for the public to determine. However, it's crucial to underline that the case in question is not the sole legal matter looming over him. It's vital to recognize the consequences of violence and the impact it can have on individuals and communities. The stories we've explored here serve as a stark reminder of the tragic outcomes that violence can bring. While we may be drawn to music, entertainment, and the allure of certain lifestyles, it's essential to remember that violence is not a...
Yeah, we get it. Rapper, you said we understand. We got you. Nah, that's crazy though, bro. I'm about to really tap into a lot of these, not so notarized and not so popular people. Cause it be, as y'all can see, it be going down in everywhere. He just gave us a whole rundown of Flint, Michigan's hitman. We ain't know it was nobody out there in Flint that's moving like this. I mean, we could have suspected, but we ain't know. So we hear about Detroit, yeah, all this, da. Flint kind of, Detroit bigger, Flint smaller. It's going down. So with that being said, we gotta acknowledge and see what's really going on everywhere. It's Ty Fetty with the Fetty. Make sure y'all stay smart, bruh. Stay dangerous. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. I'm gone.